We back. We just finally got in the goddamn casa, man. Sheesh. Summer to be so back in the casa. It's a lot, man. It's a lot that we did. A lot that we did today, for sure. I think I need the portable charger. I'm glad we back to relaxing, man. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. We're gonna relax. I could have just cut off the stream, but I figured it'd be fun. Let's have like a recapitulation of what went down. You know? We back. We back. Yeah, no, I got home like 10 minutes ago. Let's just keep it here. Sheesh, man. What a day. I'm telling you, today was power packed. What is in my pocket? Schools beat me up, but I will prevail. It takes time, man. Just give it some time. I think it's gonna clear your system. Ooh, let's go. And I just made that in the trash. Let's go. What a day, man. What a day. Let me change into my sweatpants. That's because I've been sitting everywhere with these pants. Hold on, I'll be right back. 2 seconds, honestly. Gotta put all this stuff away. Gotta remember to do that. All right, whew, comfortable again. Let's go. Sheesh, man. We back. We're back finally in La Casa. Home sweet home, yes. It was a long trip. I mean, thankfully I was able to get the two and go the whole way down. I'm telling you, I met some characters. I met someone on the train. He was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I was live streaming." He's like, "That's a cool machine." I was telling him about the gimbal, all that stuff. So we traded numbers. He's like, "Yo, I have some parties. You can come through if you like." I'm like, "All right, let me know." Um, that first live was over 8 hours. We do a lot of these these 8 hour lives, man. We're crazy like that because we started really early, and then where did I start? I forgot, but I walked all the way down Washington, all the way down Washington. Then we got to the ferry. Then we took the ferry to Wall Street. Walked all the way from Wall Street all the way up. We walked so many blocks, and then we ended up taking the bus. Remember the express bus to Pelham Bay. I was excited about going to the Albanian place, just having food. No food, tiramisu. So we ended up taking the bus all the way to one end. We missed the stop, so we went back. Then we went to the get burek. Then we went to this other spot. Then we came back home. That was a long day. It was the traveling, man. Seriously. But anyway, we got it done. We back in the casa. Sheesh. Walked to 56th and 59th in Madison. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We're like going up and down the blocks. I don't know. You see, with the bike, we'd have to like if it was warm. I don't think we would have went to the Bronx because it's too far. Like we wouldn't. I don't think I would have biked all the way to the Bronx. It's just way too far. Like I guess it's a blessing and a curse that we haven't fixed the bike yet. What's going on, Miss Owens? I am 33. Anyway, we're back in the living room. Let's see what's going on the YouTube streets. You know, what a day. At least we met some people, right? Who missed? Oh, that's this dude. I was like, what the heck is that? This is the first time I got to use my TV for a while. Do you play video games? No. This is just a remnant from an old time because I have a PS4. The PS4 is essentially used for streaming. Mythic Quest. Where's my YouTube? Okay, here he goes. Oh man, how we were at 20 viewers just now. Now we're down to 3. It's crazy. Do you have a soul? What kind of question is that? No, no, I'm not. I'm not sentient. I don't have any feelings or emotions whatsoever. Oh, let's go. Oh, I crashed my motorbike. That's crazy. In Thailand, this guy, man. Look at these videos. Are the passport bros still in dreams or hope? Obviously. Yes. Listen, at least he's doing well. Um, Damn, look what happened to the viewers. Where do y'all go? No mames. Oh well. Um, I met a son. You? Oh, okay. Do I have a soul? 'Cause I was like, it's an interesting line of questioning, you know. Let's see. No, I don't have a son. No, I don't have a son. I don't have any kids. No kids, baby. No children. I'm telling you, I would kill it. Now I know for sure. I think I would do extremely well in Eastern Europe. I now I know for sure. I think I'll have a very good time. I know that for sure now. I truly understand it now. I think obviously we're gonna run into some opposition, no, as with everywhere. But I think that generally we're gonna have a good time in Eastern Europe. Today cemented that. We had such a good time outside. I know now I'll have a good time in Europe. We got to go over there. Eastern Europe. We got to go over there. Well, yeah, no, I don't have a son. I don't have a son. Kids, can you imagine? We couldn't just walk around and explore if we didn't have if we had a kid. Like, we can't do what we do with the channel. There's just no way. There's just no way. We'll be stuck. But yeah, guys, ask me a question. We back, man. We back. We back. We back. I should save this for later. In a world of uncertainty, New York City's children count on us. Hey, look, some of the piso. Let's go. We back. Let's go. No mames. Let's go. But guys, let's go. Ask some questions. Ask some questions, and I'll tell you no lies. Let us discuss. Let us have a chat. Well, ask some questions, and I'll tell you no lies. Is this Santorini? I don't know anything about Greece, actually. It's funny you walked and traveled, and everyone is tired. That doesn't. That's what I'm saying. I'm the one who did the work, you know. But of course, remember it is Sunday, and I guess people have work and all that stuff, which is crazy. This is unemployed activities, Tom. What I'm doing is just this is what unemployed people do. This is what people without jobs do. You just go places without any thought about the future. But at the end of the day, I came back. I came back early. Like this is 10 o'clock, so I would have good sleep if I had work tomorrow. I'd have my 7 hours. We are home. What's going on? Sunshine is back. Sunshine, sunshine. What's going on? Sunshine. We made it back. We met some. I was telling Tom earlier. We met some interesting characters on the train. because I had the whole gimbal set up. But it was interesting. It was fun. It was definitely very fun. Bread gang. Cool. Um, yeah. So it was fun. What is this? Tokyo. More women in 40 should give birth. Isn't that like the menopausal age? What the heck? Because Tokyo is cooked. I'm telling you, Tokyo is cooked. It is cooked. It is cooked. Okay, let's look this up. Let me just hear what they got to say. I'm gonna put on the subtitles. You have to take a hot shower somewhere, wash the bronze off. I want to marinate in the bronze. I'm gonna marinate in that everything that we've done. Yeah, it's cooked. The governor of Tokyo, Yuriko Koike. Now I'm marinated in the bronze. I'm marinating in the bronze life. I'm telling you, the bronze is fire. I'm telling that's such a great borough. Like I felt comfortable walking everywhere in that area. Pelham Bay Parkway Station. You said your car's getting buried. I might cancel for tomorrow. It's okay. I mean, well, you do have work to do. I'm not gonna lie, but it's not. Is it still snowing? When I was coming back up, it was snowing a little bit. It's the governor of Tokyo plans to pay all children in Tokyo 5,000 yen a month. Tokyo to make daycare free. 4-day work week to boost fertility. But the thing is that's not going to do anything for the private sector. Tokyo to become Japan's first prefecture to subsidize painless childbirth. You can't push. How's the snow in Brooklyn? It's okay. It's not as bad as it is in It's not as deep as it is in the Bronx. Deep, I say, because it wasn't even that deep up there. It's a good area. You have to check out Riverdale, but it's too close to me. I might kidnap you. Yeah, sunshine. If I feel hands on my shoulders, I'm swinging. I'm just gonna say that right now. Swinging, swinging on you. Look at what they've done to like the Japanese culture. Like the Japanese culture was just about work, 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 and now they realize that it's cooked over there, and now it's like they're trying their best to try to reverse their problem. Dale Riverdale, yeah. I'm grabbing ankles. It's crazy, but yeah, we're gonna go over there, give Sunshine a visit. That'll be fire. That'll be fire. Tokyo to continue offering subsidy to women seeking to freeze eggs. By the way, which is not a completely safe, not safe, but it's not confirmed that you'll be able to still have kids with those eggs. I'm telling you, it's cooked. It's cooked. It's cooked. Unavailable. Fertility program is overwhelmed by how many women want to freeze their eggs. Of course. They're gonna learn that freezing eggs is just not the way to go. It's not automatically confirmed. Strictly platonic. Yeah, with Sunshine, of course. Ain't no one gonna do anything to Sunshine. Sunshine is my auntie. So you're on the computer now. No, no, no. This is the TV. My TV. I'm just watching this thing. I'm watching this documentary. Give me one second. All right, my bad. We here. KW came in late on the last stream. I saw some of his messages, but for some reason, if you're disconnected for a long period of time and you don't keep reconnecting whenever you have service, then I think YouTube sort of turns off the stream. It's like, okay, there's service issues. We're just gonna cancel the stream. I'm hungry now. I'm pretty hungry too. See, I only had meat, so other cities was gonna follow it. It's so crazy. 43 of patients who take fertility treatments are in their 40s naturally. It should be that way. This is crazy. Any leftover pasta? I have a lot of pasta. I made some pasta yesterday. I'm already 40. Okay, gave birth at 40. Nah, she looking cooked. I don't know. You see, like, this is what happens when you chase the career. This is it right here. Sunshine, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna cook a snack? Opposed to, he's like, I want to say this aloud. Is it really okay? Uh-oh. What's going on, Dom? Her policies will definitely make. Oh, really? He's like, yo, the governor of Japan of Tokyo is just not. That's just she has dumb plans. He's just saying it outright. Tokyo has a lot of financial resources enough to subsidize even egg freezing. Okay, but it makes even more women move to Tokyo. You know, if I can get egg freezing subsidy if I move to Tokyo, which makes our situation worse overall. Okay. The population in rural areas would definitely deteriorate. I think the government should come up with better policies. Otherwise, we can't really boost the low rate. He needs to go outside, stop making these videos, and just start getting wild. But South Korea's fertility rate sinks to record low, despite 70 billion USD in incentives. It's cooked. This is what happens when capitalism is just constantly getting pushed. And it's just, things are just expensive. And you make just living your life a deterrent to everyone from having personal lives. Like, this is what happens. Guys, like this is natural. It's happening in Italy too. Italy has a birth crisis as well. Lack of women puts 40% of municipalities at risk of vanishing. Mike, I'm telling you, yo, this place is cooked. That's why I'm not going to Japan. We're not going to Japan. We're not going to South Korea. I'm not going to these places. I'll visit, but what is this? South Korea's fertility rate should be a warning to the world. With a birth rate well below the replacement rate, the Republic of Korea population could just halve in 50 years. Other countries must take note, but they don't care. They don't. They don't care about this. They're just going to keep trying to draw profits out of the people, make things expensive, have these exclusive high-rise buildings that only a few people could afford, and this is just the long, the tall, the short of it. He said it's all that SR. They're doing it inadvertently, and they're not even doing it right because a lot of them like are into like doll girlfriends. Opinion on Thailand. Thailand's a good place, but you got to be careful there because they play a lot of the long game. Denise, what's going on? He said it's also crazy how so many young men have AD. Dom, look at one of my early videos. I talked about this a lot. I didn't even know that was a thing. I was reading articles and then I fell upon that one and I was just like, this is crazy. Anime, yeah, for sure. Sherry Hayes, what's going on? Again, I think you came to the live stream a while ago, but this is what's going on. Joke time. How do Mexicans cut their pizza with Little Caesars? Silly. That's what I said. The IVF, like that's not an automatic success. 10 to 20%. This is what happened here in the West. That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to like just have women freezing their eggs because it's not confirmed that they're going to conceive children afterwards. I'm telling you, they don't get it. They don't get it. They're cooked. It's gonna be cooked. Japan is cooked. South Korea is cooked too. of getting an unhealthy baby. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
親であるとか、なんか代理出産なのかわかんないんですけど、他の形で悩んでる人はいっぱいいると思うんですよ、不妊治療で。
Some politicians claim that we should encourage them to do so
In
at
their
an early
20s,
age.
but it's expensive. So why would you do that?
子供
Uh,
ができるってことは基本的に不妊
Here we go,
治療で
Yoshitaka
す
Ishii.
よね。そこに対して
I think we'd rather support women to give birth naturally at an earlier age, but
そういう時に
I think that will benefit them a lot more. But things are expensive. She's physically stronger and gets experiences as a mother earlier on.
In other developed countries, average age of first marriage and childbirth has been rising in Japan, and now it's over 30. Some people claim
Yeah, first child over 30. I mean, same for men too, because it's expensive, bro. I'm telling you, why would you have a kid early? It's crazy. It's crazy. Scrambled eggs. It's crazy.
birthing the friend
Scrambled eggs, he said.
most
It's impossible to convince modern women to bring their childbirth forward.
変えるっていうのはちょっと現
It is realistically too difficult to change it at this point.
では何かの
No one could reverse it. My man, this Japanese dude, he just like listen. He's just telling it how it is. He's like, yo, it's too impossible at this point. I don't get it, Sherry. Sherry, what are you? I don't know what you're saying.
Well, of course, I don't want to do that. I can't.
Oh, ain't no one gonna reproduce with her. She cooked.
Just because if I wanted to keep working full time, and if my husband also worked full time, it's just so hard.
More and more women freeze their eggs for a late in life pregnancy. They tend to push their childbirth later on. I want them to consider getting married and giving birth earlier, but they ain't gonna listen to you. Rather than spending their youth for childbirth or child care, they want to prioritize advancing their careers. But it makes sense because us dudes aren't doing anything because we losing in all. Because they have to do that in Japan, the women, because we're losing in Japan too. Us males, we're losing over there because a lot of us are like, hikikomori. We're staying at home. We're getting subsidized by our parents to have a very sedentary lifestyle. So they have to focus on their careers. Women are gonna have like been feeling the need to pick up the slack. This is why it's happening. Us men are cooked. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
自分が頑張って管理職
They want to be promoted to managerial positions in the future. In that way, they want to make successful cases and inspire other women and girls of the next generations. The government deems this unacceptable, but what still happens in reality is that if she took off some years for work or childbirth or childcare, okay, that means, yeah. What up, my guy? What's going on, Snowman? We were out all day. We had a very good time today.
10 years of experience.
This job requires a college degree. Any degree. Any degree. Just
Indeed matches you with jobs that act.
It's crazy. In return to work, it'll be hard for her to get promoted. Yeah, it's all about the. I myself have returned after maternity leave, and I kind of feel bad as if I flaked on work. Because that's the Japanese culture. You got to work, work, work for no reason.
as pregnancy in 40s,
I find it unnecessary to give birth in 20s, as even women in 40s can give birth now. But that's a chance. That's not confirmed.
some of the women in Tokyo are confident about it.
I've never gotten health issues related to uterus or reproductive organs. Oh, she cooked. I think I genetically have strong. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I don't need to get married or give birth early on. She says this now.
Women capable of becoming pregnant naturally after a certain age, and more and more women
Fertility startups in Japan step in as treatment demand soars. Yeah, I'm telling you.
要するに子供が
Many women today prioritize their own time. There it is. There it is. This dude got it figured out. This is this base Japanese dude. Yeah, he needs a YouTube channel for sure. This dude needs a YouTube channel. It's this dude, like he's saying everything. This is the problem with the West.
women capable of becoming pregnant naturally
What'd he say?
at a certain age, and more and more women seek treatment for that.
要するに子供
Many women today prioritize their own time first
ができるギリギリまでは
until their biological clocks are absolutely ticking. I'm telling you, dude. This dude, this is what else? What else you got to say?
楽しいんで、その
They want to fully enjoy being child free
が
first,
できるんだったら子供
then have kids late in their lives. But then there are cases, let me see, where she couldn't become pregnant naturally after 35. So she had to go see a doctor and take fertility treatments in that late age. And it's just not going to work.
医師の方に相談をしてるっていう人が
I think that's actually often the case.
But what's even harder
Yeah, this dude need a YouTube channel for sure. This dude need a YouTube channel.
now, all women
What's really difficult for women in 40s is getting married and not giving birth. The
those women, whether or not they were capable of giving birth.
I feel like getting married was even harder as a woman. Tell myself setting the bar higher for you can't be older. You can't get older and have more standards. Like it just doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. I'm telling you, it's just we don't learn. We don't learn. We don't learn. Would any men accept a woman at my age? I think men in general instinctively prefer women who still look capable of giving birth. Yeah, naturally. They do that in Japan. I mean, China. Single women in 40s have no motivation to get married or give birth. That's why they let themselves go. No gym. What's the point? It's crazy. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
So why even both are crying?
I think the woman's happiness I used to was about marriage, childbirth, and raising children as a mother. But when your biological clock is ticking, she cooked. You feel conflicted the most as a woman, right? But now I've completely accepted that I don't have a child. I mean, I've already given up. I shifted my focus on being happy without. I guess let's fully enjoy my own time. Obviously, I have to shift my focus to find other ways to be happy, to feel happy. As we so have fewer marriages now, it's inevitable that our fertility rate will continue to decline because Japan cannot accept births outside of marriage. That shouldn't be socially recognized. Japan has the highest percentage of lifelong childless women among developed countries. This is just the fate. Like, do you understand this? This is just the fate. When there is, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with civil rights and the equality of sexes, but it's just there comes a point when a society becomes incredibly developed and both sexes are benefiting very, very well from the new system, the developed system. It's like they don't seek, at least for women, they don't seek to like, why do I need to have kids? That's gonna slow me down. And then then the biological clock starts ticking, and then they just sort of regret their decisions when they're old. And it's just like a lot of Japanese women marry Anglo now. Eh, that's not even a very like a huge number because remember they're still gaijin. We're all gaijin. We're outsiders. So, but at the end of the day, I think after a certain point, like the family is just going to accept whatever you bring because it's been so long that you didn't have any. The woman didn't bring. Didn't have a partner. What's going on, Eileen? How are you? How are you? Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I'm watching some documentary about Japanese women. Yo, it's crazy. I'm starting to. Yo, men are really lucky. If you really think about it, we've really hit the biological gold mine. If you really think, no, their men ain't doing it. Yeah, for sure. You're right. If you really think about it, yo, you should be happy that you're a man, because if you really think about it, though, right? Abby, what's going on? Like, okay, this might be a little controversial, but even the semen retention, like for life, like that's a radical belief that's only given to that's someone that's privileged biologically. Women can't make you women. I'm not saying they can't have that mindset of semen retention, but if you do that as a woman and you change your mind along the line, it's like this is not. It's not you. It's not beneficial. You can't have kids. It's great. I'm not a woman hater. Come on, come on. That's not even. That's not it. I'm just saying, like for men, we have gifts. Like if you think about it, not only like women's bodies change completely postpartum. Seriously, men we don't have that. We just bust and go, bust and go, bust and go. If we keep ourselves healthy and we practice semen retention in bouts, like we can be strong up until our 50s. Like it's insane. Seriously, we can squat in our 40s. We can squat 405 if we eat well. We can still bust at 40 and we ready to go still. Our bodies will not go through a significant change. Granted, okay, testosterone is going to lessen and lessen, but you can maintain the influx of testosterone as long as possible. You bust and go too, sunshine. No, you can't. No, you cannot. I'm sure. I mean, in terms of sex, okay, maybe, but like you can't. And then it's. I'm telling you, I feel like we should be proud to be men. Us men, we should be a little proud. I'm telling you, because we could do whatever. We could really do whatever we want if you really think about it. Like biology is really on our side. Because I've seen 80-year-old women be. That's not common though. That's not common. 80. I am okay. I was discharged from the hospital today. Oh no. Okay, good, good, Eileen. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. But let me see. Just recently found your channel, bro. You're a really smart man and make great content to keep it coming. Thank you, King. Thank you. Thank you. That's not common. Like us, the problem is us men get caught up. We get lazy because we're constantly losing our energy through release. And so we get fat. We eat carbs. I feel you. Okay, Eastern Europe, a lot of cultures, like even La República Dominicana is mad bread. You guys keep eating mad bread and pork. It's like we gotta be very conscious of what we're putting in our bodies. If men like are very conscious of how they take care of themselves as they age, I'm telling you, we'll do whatever we want. I'm telling you, I seriously, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. I do think that we need to humble ourselves. We must not exalt ourselves, right? I think we need to humble ourselves. I think there's always, it's always something nice. She said mansplaining. Ain't no mansplaining. I'm just saying, like, it'll be nice to have like that one woman that you could just devote yourself to. Seriously, I think that's very nice. I think that's very cool as well. But really, we could be wild. We could be wild. We could be wild. It's crazy. I just because even if you think about it, semen retention, practicing semen retention as a man is good, is powerful, but that's a gift that we have because we are biologically privileged. Because we could we could bust and go, bust and go. You know, we could do it's wild. We can do that for as long as we want. Wow, men are wild. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. It's crazy. I think a lot of men. I think we forgot like what we really could do, and I think we're caught up in social media. We're caught up in social media. We're caught up in this culture of feminism, and we really think that we don't have a lot of biological gifts. Like if we just, I'm telling you, if we cooked whole foods, ate fruits as men, do our deadlifts, do some cardio, get into martial arts, be creative. I think we're gonna be good. We'll be good for. I'm telling you. And then okay, maybe along the line, all right, we want to have kids, and we could do it. Okay, the United States sucks. We can go to like another country and then get wild, like it's and build up a life there. That's crazy. I'm telling you, men, we have a lot of biological gifts. It's crazy. I'm really realizing this. All right. Anyway, hold on. Let's continue. Let's see what else this thing has to say.
Especially at an early age, I think when
Feminism is the biggest cause for the declining birth rate. Look, I just said that. It's crazy. Time for bed for me. What's going on, Kuzan? What's up?
feminists before that, and you could
Thanks, feminism, marriage, and thing. It's true. Feminists are protesting against the wave of anti-feminism that swept South Korea, but that's in part due to a lot of discrimination from men. It'd be like that. What's up, brother? We're good. We're good. We did a lot of exploring today.
seems like
As 4B takes the world by storm, South Korea is grappling with a backlash against feminism. Man, it'd be like that.
feminists, the more women resist it, and some people criticize that Japan is still far behind the rest of the world.
In the most recent Gender Gap Index report released by the World Economic Forum, Japan ranked 116th overall out of 146 countries. Challenging Japan's male-dominated politics is a difficult but necessary job.
We have to recognize as a national crisis.
Some Japanese women claim Japan needs more feminists until men acknowledge women's hardships.
フェミニズムとかってツイッターとかでは盛んに言われてたりとか、今世の中はそっち
I say, okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. Paint your life. That's what we're doing. Can't help but feel that women still have a lower status in society, which does suck. I think marriage subjugates women. I bet she's about to say that. The great destroyer of women. I'm telling you. Let's see what she said. I think marriage makes women become subordinate to men.
的なものになる感覚
That's how I really feel as a woman. And then you drinking the Kool-Aid. Listen, like it's good as a woman to have your own bread or have your own thing going. I think that's a great thing. But by seeing being with one person as being subordinate to that person, I think that you lost sight of the plot there. You know, it's crazy. She said, I feel like men take doing housework or child raising as a penalty or something like that. I mean, Japanese men don't even care. Even in Tokyo, men are like that. So I think in rural areas, it's even more patriarchal, and participating in child raising would be less common for men. But no matter how hard we explain our hardships to men, they don't get it. What do men think about feminism? Most men in Japan view it negatively. But do you think feminism is bad for Japanese society? I wonder if it works here. I think men have different strengths and weaknesses. Exactly. When it comes to child raising and housework, I find myself feeling it's insufficient when my husband does it. That's crazy. I be cleaning very well. You guys see how I throw down in the kitchen? I think I cook really well. I think I clean very well. I don't know. It's just that men don't want to do it. Like some of us we're lazy. Women continue to outpace men in college enrollment and graduation. I'm telling you, I don't yell about this on my channel for no reason. I'm telling you, these are all facts. We are losing in general. Young women are out earning men in several U.S. cities. This is in 2022.
Women's empowerment is definitely rising.
Like I do wish that culturally, like we welcome dads that wants to stay at home and moms that want to work, you know, like let them do it. Because like I do feel like in Japan, like if you're a man and you tell someone like, oh my wife works and I stay at home take care of my kids, like wow, I just don't like when people.
But we getting cooked. Snow, we getting cooked. Men are supposed to be the worker gatherer, and the woman's supposed to be the caregiver. She's supposed to be the front loan protector. I mean, to some degree. But the thing is, it's like in a lot of modern societies, I think it was smart. For the elites, it's smart to push feminism because you have more people paying taxes, and you have more people buying into the system. You have more people consuming. Feminism is smart for the elites. But for like the person that's on the bottom rung of the ladder, no, it's not good. It's not good because it just causes much more division. Dead serious. There's an interesting.
Into filling certain gender roles.
Personally, I just define feminism as equal access, at least. Women have to be able to work.
I agree.
Have to be able to do all the same things as men.
Our superpower as women is the ability to bring life into the world.
Our superpower of women is the power to choose. That's feminism. The power of choice. If you want to be a mother or you don't want to be a mother, that's feminism.
The right to choose all these things is really important.
For better or for worse, women have more choice today because of feminism. It'd be like that, I'm telling you. I guess it could cause a decline in birth rate. Because when women become independent financially, they see motherhood as weak. That is just the natural cause. It will happen again and again until things just hit the fan. This is just the long, the tall, the short of it. This is a good video. It's only 10 minutes, but it was solid. This guy always has good content. Let's see. Let's see what the comments say. Someone said, hell no, after 30 plus, geriatric pregnancy is a huge issue. They don't want to talk about it though. Let's see. I don't think older women having kids is a good idea. You have less energy at that age and can't interact with the kids as much, whether that's just playing or taking them out, etc. That's true. I had my first child at 35, and hell no, I would not have another one, especially at 40 years old. It takes a huge toll on your body. By the way, I'm a healthy, fit person with no. I'm telling you, postpartum ravages the female body. My brothers and sisters all did. I'm on top both. Yeah. Let's see. Her English is really good. Okay. Pregnancies in the 40s have low odds of success and increased odds of problems. This is not going to make up for the population shrinkage in any significant way because that train started 40 years ago. The economy was constructed in a way where people were worked to death so they'd have no motivation to have children. If having a sustainable population, you need people to be able to feel that a reasonable amount of work will lead to a reasonable lifestyle without excessive pressure from endless competition and pressure to circle the drain with lower costs and race to the bottom. What is needed is a humane economy, but they're not ready to have that conversation yet. 4-day work week in Japan, that's great, but The private sector is still unregulated. Housing is still going to be expensive. Groceries is still going to be expensive in Japan. So people are going to still work those long hours in order to maintain their lifestyle. So the 4-day work week is not going to do anything. They're going to feel more pressured to get up out of the house and do something. Telling you, man. Japan. Oh, let's go. Kind of echoing an earlier comment, but Japan needs to focus on depopulating Tokyo and repopulating smaller cities. If you force everyone to gather in one big city, it will create an economic bubble where rent and other things are too expensive. Companies need to be heavily incentivized to move to smaller towns and bring workers with them. Not only that, there needs to be a greater push for efficiency and flexibility in schedules. Perhaps so this is what they did, a 4-day work week. The corona pandemic taught us that many jobs can be done online, so most jobs should allow hybrid work. This helps people to be able to raise their kids at home and it frees up their time, so they don't have to waste time commuting. For sure. The fix is so straightforward as there are so many options, but the stubbornness of government and company executives will make Japan go extinct. I'm telling you, let me see. I love these comments because this is what people are really saying. Japan, I know you're desperate to have more kids, but the answer is to fix the dating market and work-life imbalance for your 20 and 30-year-old men and not really think that you could treat women the same way, especially biologically. Give young men the work-life balance so they can find the would-be wives and have enough time to actually socially interact and be part of their lives instead of basically being a leash on a man that they never see their husband, let alone have time to make kids. As for the woman, I say this with every developed Western culture, there is no need to be on a high school education to force or encourage women to go into college or any other setting. So cut out those programs, especially encourage women to necessarily find love and dating while they're in their 20s and very early 30s, but do not give benefits financially or otherwise to women in any workforce environment until they are obviously beyond dating in the marriage range. Carrot and stick approach to your biological law and incentives. These guys are smart, man. I love the comments because people are actively thinking. Look, some guy said ban all lewd anime. I'm not gonna say the name what they put here, and ban sex work. Of course, they're gonna make a black market for that because people are still gonna seek it out. But I get that because a lot of Japanese guys are indulging in that because of the work culture, because they don't have time to date, but they have the itch that needs to be scratched. It's crazy. Uh, we learned a lot, man. We learned a lot. We learned a lot from this. This is good. This is good. Let's see. Japan disappointed by American men. I want to hear this. Why is Japan's English falling behind other nations? This guy just I love it. The Japan reporter. Solid content. Solid content creator.
Stressed out? Time to refresh your rhythm with travel.
As the US and Japan have a deep history and relationship, the Japanese and
Crazy. What's going on, Hanako? What's up? Who's still here? Are people listening to me actually yell about this? After Japan's defeat in 1945, 500,000 Americans, soldiers, and 5,000 civilians came to Japan to work for the occupation. Crazy. What's going on, Elijah? What's going on, Hanako? What's going on, HK? Okay. 'Cause I know I'm not bugging.
has been quite common and familiar to us.
Americans did look more attractive. They are well fed, happy go lucky. They have tremendous appeal to young girls.
Even today, especially Okinawa has a lot of marriages between Japanese and Americans. Saying Japan tons of content on YouTube, TikTok, or websites to glorify the place of the US men. This article for me is saying they have tendencies like these.
American men. Look at this. So this is about. Let me see. What's the video about? Apparently, Japan is disappointed by American men. How did the night go? I tapped out after you got food. What part? Because we had food again that night. We went to this other Albanian restaurant. Thank you for Sunshine recommending that place. And then we had fun. We met the waitress. We had a long talk about her history. You know, she's Albanian. She says, but she's from Kosovo. So we had a long talk with her, and then we learned about some Albanian music. So it was good. No, today was solid. Nikki, we had a great time. Today was great. Now we're learning about Japan, Japan's birth crisis, and how and why there's nothing to do to fix it. You know, all that stuff. How are you, Nikki? How was your day?
She's basically telling us they would be the opposite of a typical Japanese man. Many Japanese women say that's attractive.
ドラマとか結構好きで
Oh, Manami. The thing is, listen, what she say? I liked American TV dramas from an early age,
ちっちゃい時から友達
and many of my friends were also into it.
で憧れ
So growing up, I had longed for a lot of American actors, and I've had desire to give birth to half. That's crazy. Good. Just got done cleaning up after dinner and getting the kids baths. Nice, nice, nice. I'm just here relaxing now. We're learning a lot about life.
こうあんまりそうですね
That naturally crossed my mind. Even now, we all say Americans seem cool, or maybe white men must be attractive. Since I was in the Hollywood movies, I understand those women's feelings. That's what I'm saying. We're not promoted over there. Actually, the thing is, it's crazy because I think that hip hop culture had so much of an effect on Japanese streetwear and just a lot of the Japanese culture in general, the youth culture. So, you know what? Never mind. But now I'm embarrassed that I was viewing them like it. Every American is different. We can't say that people from a certain country must be cool. That obviously doesn't make sense.
And some women specifically say American men. She says this could be a
Decline of masculinity amongst Japanese men today.
dissatisfied with Japanese men today.
As a woman in Japan have been making advances, it's like they feel like Japanese men are not good enough naturally, considering that Japanese men in the 90s were not like that. So they find Japanese men less masculine. The demand for American men may be a reflection of that. Japanese men are shy, especially these days. I don't like that. I wish they could be more affectionate. I also want to have half Japanese kids. So she already cooked. Her mindset is already cooked. She wants a different type of child. So she's not even looking at Japanese guys. It's crazy. These guys are just getting left out. It's cooked, man. I'm telling you. And some women are willing to move to the U.S. after marriage. That's crazy. The number of Japanese American married couples from a survey done in 2023 is number one, Okinawa. Okinawa, that's like, it's hot over there. Then it's Tokyo and then Kanagawa. I never even heard of Kanagawa. Japan has an Omicron surge, and the anger in Okinawa over case of alleged sexual abuse involving U.S. military personnel. Speaking no English. U.S. has been a dominant presence in the Japanese island of Okinawa for over 70 years. It's like half the people around me are dating Americans here. In Okinawa, I feel like Japanese American couples are so normal and accepted. I know, the history. Many of us have married American men in the post-war years. I think the GHQ occupation and U.S. military presence still have a big impact today. So I personally had a very good image of American men. Regarding traits, I kind of viewed them as the exact opposite of Japanese men. I thought American men would be more masculine, family-oriented, and romanticist than Japanese men. It's crazy. Why are they getting cooked? It's just exactly what I was looking for in a man. In reality, it was a disappointment. All the American men I dated were incompatible with me. I often felt like we were culturally a mismatch. Because some people are moving overseas and they're not integrating. Like, there's a lot to know. I'm telling you, with Japan, what is there to get into? When are you getting into the Japanese culture? This is off the top of my head. What is it that you need to get into as an American person or a Westerner or anyone that's not from the Japanese culture integrating? You need to learn Japanese. Number one, learn how to write the katakanji. Okay, learn Buddhism, right? Learn Shintoism, right? Understand the Japanese culture. Understand how they emerged as a society post the war. I'm telling you, there's a lot. It's crazy. It's like we're going over there and we have this cultural imperialism in our mindsets. It's like, yo, we don't need to learn Japanese. We don't need to know this and that. It's backwards. Like for example, like if I go, sorry guys, give me 1 second. Like if I go to Eastern Europe, He's like, hey, you're home and you guys are still up. Yeah, Luke. Sorry, we're watching a lot of we're getting a lot of information right now. Like if I go to Eastern Europe, if I go to Georgia, and I say, guys, my name is Somer Del Piso, and for the next couple of years, I am staying in Georgia. Best believe I'm going to learn Georgian, how to speak and write Georgian. I'm going to find out, their history in the Caucasus Mountains. Why is Georgia so like they're very good at making wines? I'm gonna find out I don't know if I said the language. I already said the language, and then I'm gonna make some Georgian friends. That's natural. You have to integrate in the culture. This is the problem. These guys are going over there and they carry this cultural imperialism. They're not integrating. They're not seeking to understand either. You got to change yourselves. You know what I mean? I found that they were different from Japanese men because they have no risk in bad ways. Because they have no risk. A lot of Americans, they have no respect. Japan is a culture that's, for example, it's all about respect, even down to the language. They have, like, imagine they have how they refer to people. It's like Luklin San, Luklin Kun, Luklin Chan, Luklin Sama. Like they have a lot. There a lot of how you speak the Japanese language is based on how you refer to people. The language is all about respect. So even if you don't speak the language, there's a respect that you have to have. It's a lot. I'm telling you, it's people and people don't want to understand this. They're just going in thinking that I'm gonna just be American. Da, 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 da. No, it's about respect. The whole Japanese culture is about paying respect to one another. I'm telling people don't get this, and she figured this out. It sucks. Like she had to watch Titanic. She went through goddamn Top Gun, Ocean's 11, and then she went through the whole. Oh my gosh, Americans are so beautiful. They remind me of George Clooney, all of them. And then they realized that like, these guys they really don't care about the Japanese culture. It's wild. I'm telling you. So easy. It's so easy to integrate. All you have to do is ask questions, try to learn the language, and understand what is it that they're on about. Dead serious. Oops. Let's keep going. Many of them were arrogant and didn't read the air. Exactly. I'm telling you. Even if you got married in Japan, you supposedly filed marriage registration in the U.S. as well. So you have to go through divorce proceedings in the U.S. as well. Many Japanese women tell me that it's hard. Uncontested divorce is much less common in the U.S. Though it's not always the case that you have to go to court. Compared to Japan, it's much more common that you have to hire a lawyer and go through much more complex proceedings. Okay. I wonder why those Japanese women end up breaking up with American men in the first place. Because they coming in romanticizing these guys. Oh, he looks like Brad Pitt. And then like, well, what's this, Sunshine? Oh, all right, I'm gonna look at that later. They come in romanticizing. I guess that's the problem. We have that issue too, right? Like, I guess this is what I'm pushing for. Leave American women behind and go overseas. But I'm saying this, when you go overseas, don't like just go straight into the dating market. You start trying to get wild. You bust and go, bust and go, bust and go. I'm not saying that. You have to do some reconnaissance. Get some, if you're a dude and you're going to another country, get some male friends. Dead serious. These guys are going to give you the lowdown of what the hell is going on, right? Stop typing in caps. They're going to give you the lowdown of what the heck is going on in the area. You hang out with them, you see like what's going on, you learn the language, this and that, I guess you go out, you have some dates. Stop trying to sleep with women automatically. Just try to find out who the hell they are. I'm telling you, if you do this, you're going to learn. You're going to learn. You're going to learn. These guys are just interested. They're going in these countries, bust and go, and they're not learning anything about the culture. Like, it's just so easy. I'm not sure. Some of these say that they were compatible. I often hear cultural differences were too big, which may be true to some extent, I guess. But I really don't think that Japanese have the right image of an American husband. Japanese girls. Right. We have the image that they help their wives with the housework a lot. But after all, it depends on the person. They have the tendency overall, as with everyone, but some of them are not cooperative at all. Some American men are similar to Japanese men, cooked. behaving like I'm the boss in this house. It's crazy. Even in the US, wives spend more time on average doing housework than their husbands. Because men are just weak in general. We're not work. A lot of us are not in the gym, so we just don't have that vital energy to do housework after coming home from work. Like a lot of us men are just weak. I'm telling you. A lot of us can't squat. A lot of us are not doing deadlifts, right? A lot of us, our cardio sucks. We have lower back issues because we're constantly releasing. We drink excessively, right? For I don't know why we're doing that. It's 2025. There's a whole myriad of studies, of pureback studies talking about why drinking is toxic for you. And we are still drinking in 2025 as men. I don't get it, right? We don't understand how the systems in the body work, especially the reproductive system, understanding that when you create semen that's coming from an aggregate sum of the foods that you ingest and the drinks, including cigarettes that you smoke, marijuana, drugs, alcohol, all that is going in your semen. So we are getting weak. That's why the fertility crisis in a lot of males, in young men, are happening because of that reason. Because we're not paying attention to our diets, we're not exercising, we're just interested in getting lit in the club, listening to Juice World, and being dumb. That's serious. I'm telling you. It's easy to it's so easy. It's just that we're not willing to put in the work. That is the problem with us men, man. We are not willing to put in the work. Dead serious. Now weed is legalized in New York. We got men going over to these goddamn weed stores and getting this crappy strain of marijuana, messing up our sperm. Like, come on! I'm telling you, man, we are weak. I'm telling you, we are weak. We are so weak as men. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Oh my gosh. Because you didn't. I feel like Japanese and Americans are fundamentally different in many aspects. Their culture really didn't match with me. Since we had a child, we both knew divorce wouldn't be good for the child. We rethought about it many times. But my ex didn't speak any Japanese. He not interested or didn't understand the Japanese culture. This dude is not interested in the Japanese culture. He's just fetishizing the woman, not understanding Shintoism, Buddhism, which will get you a big insight into the Japanese culture. Trying to write or do the katakanji, learning the language, having male friends, trying to learn about the Japanese culture. These guys are not interested. They're just interested in I'm a bust and go, bust and go. I'm telling you, that's the problem. It's the same problem with Colombia too. Colombia is such a wonderful culture. It's just that in the media, it's just got pushed as like a place of drugs and sex. And people are not interested in actually getting to know the people there. They're just fetishizing the culture. I'm telling you. I never had an issue in Colombia. I never did because why? Sombra del Piso was interested in learning about Colombian culture. That's the reason why I even speak Spanish is because of them. I'm telling you, because I was interested in integration. Come on, I'm telling you, it's just once we take ourselves out, the panacea to a lot of the issues that are plaguing our society is trying to put ourselves in other people's shoes. If we started doing that way more often, I think that a lot of issues in society will be fixed. Let's try to understand the Japanese culture. Let's try to understand the Colombian culture. Let's try to understand this person's culture. That's why I'm telling you, if I lived in Eastern Europe, I'm sure I will come back speaking whatever language of the country that I'm in. Why? Because I'm interested in integration. I'm going to write notes. We're going to ask questions. We're going to mess up. We're going to embarrass ourselves until we learn the goddamn language. Then we're going to ask some questions about the people. We're going to make some male friends, and then we're going to integrate. That's really it. It's very simple stuff. These people are just not interested in that. It's the problem. Let me see. So in the end, she gave it because she fetishized him. Japanese and Americans usually have cultural bad chemistry, so it's better not today. I like integration. Integration is great. At the same time, though, it's also true that many women break up with Americans. Even here, in a lot of cases, it's culturally incompatible. The problem is that we tend to have high expectations for American men. So it's likely to become using like a man who has expecting. Especially nowadays, yeah, 2025. We've seen a lot more international couples on social media platforms in Japan, which I think makes our expectations even higher. I'm telling you, we get social media is destroying us. I think many Japanese women long for American or Western men. But in the long run, I think it's better that we date someone that we are culturally compatible with. And that's what it's about. And that's what it's about. Oh, my goodness, man. But we keep getting lost. I'm not going to lie. The thing is, this could apply to how I view American women as well. I'm just telling it like this. American women, one, they are not traveled. They do not. American women are they are very, very egotistical. What's going on, Fact Doctor? I'm not married. American women are very egotistical generally, right? Because that's just the way it is. They're not interested in learning a different language. Dead serious. They exalt themselves above all. Huge sin, haughtiness. It's not it. And like I said, they're not traveled. Like that's just not it. And a lot of them do not like the gym. Like it's just a lot of incompatibilities. When I went overseas, like you meet women, like especially in like Europe, you meet women that like are like on your level. They're interested in integration, they're interested in chatting, they're interested in getting to know you, all that stuff. And they're not overweight. I'm telling you, it's a thing. He said, "Are you gonna play?" That's random. No, we're not. He said, "I need to marry an American girl." Yeah, you cooked. Fact Doctor, you're cooked. I'm telling you. Or maybe you know what? If they're culturally compatible with you, go ahead. I just don't think that's it. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. My bad. We're back. We're back. We're speaking. We're passionate tonight. What did this guy say? Oh, thank you. Maybe it's because they want a free ticket to America. The thing is, the Japanese has a good economy as well. It's just that they fantasize. They have this fantasy about America, and that's the issue. As with us too, with these other countries, you are right, especially in light of this whole passport bro movement. But but the problem is that a lot of us are not interested in integration. We're not interested in getting to know the cultures that we're going to. We see these things online, especially these people that are not giving us the full picture, and we think, okay, my situation, intimate wise, is bad in America. Let me just go over to Colombia. They don't know Spanish. They're not interested in knowing Spanish, right? And you think just speaking English, you're gonna have a solid, what do you call it, a connection with a woman in Colombia that only speaks Spanish. Like that's not possible. That's the problem. It's the same thing with Japan. It's the same thing with any country. I promise you, if we end up going to like Albania, for example, and they don't speak English, first of all, I'm not going over there and dating automatically within the first 3 months. I'm going to tell you that's a fact. What would I do? I'm going to try my best to learn the language. I'm going to have a cafe or some place that I frequent. We're going to keep asking questions. Yo, okay, pershandetje. How you say? I don't even know how to say how are you. Ashtarte, was it? Restarte, baño. Like restarte, restaurante, good. Like where do you find a good? I'm just gonna learn these phrases until they're beaten in my goddamn head. I'm gonna keep doing that. We're gonna go to the supermarket, try to make some friends there. What's going on? Yo, I don't know crap about Albania. Da, da, da. What's the culture like? Da, 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 da. Meet some male friends. We're gonna ask some questions. I'm sorry, I don't drink. I'm sorry. Why don't you drink? Oh, that's an American thing. No, I'm just weird. I'm just a weird guy. Yeah. Tell me more about your culture. And I'm just gonna learn. We're gonna learn. We're gonna learn. After 3 months, maybe I will start like talking to. I'll talk to women, but maybe I will start dating. Then you lose to your virginity to an Albanian woman recently. What do you mean, our virginity? No. Wait till they get here. I mean, you wouldn't want to bring them over here. Like the idea is to stay over there. The library is a must. Yeah, read, understand their history, understand where they're coming from. Like that's really what it is. That's what you have to understand. He said relapse. Recently. How recent was that? How recent was that?
To be fair, some people claim we often use it as an excuse for justifying personal differences.
Intolerance. He just tight. That's really what it is. He said Japanese often use cultural differences as an excuse for their intolerance. I don't know.
Cultural difference can be hard, especially for those who haven't been to any other country. But maybe not so huge as much as we worry about it.
Polyglot. Look, this dude, he's definitely interested. A few months ago, like a month ago. First of all, Sunshine, that's a members only content. So the fact that you're even mentioning that is crazy. But I guess we don't respect that. But that's members only content. The fact, this dude knows, you see, he knows the language. There it is. We had many similarities. Because if you are trying to, people don't get it. Eventually we're gonna evolve. We're gonna evolve. I'm a huge optimist. I think that we are definitely going to grow as a society. I think we're gonna grow as a society, for sure. Eventually we're gonna get this stuff. It's just that we're just not understanding it right now. Everybody's tend to worry about cultural differences. Like, if I say this, I might offend this foreigner. Oh, you don't like that? Okay, I understand. My bad. Because it's members only. Like, you just. And first of all, it wasn't a month ago. It was like, how long ago was it? I don't know. Almost like 2 months, 2 months and change. You know, these people have certain cultural traits. There are exceptions, right? And the thing is, he's like, no wonder he wants to go to Eastern Europe. 6 weeks. Thomas, how do you know? Like, that's one. And two, it's not even about that. It's about, like, I don't know anything about that culture at all. Like, Australia, I know. You know what I mean? I understand Australia. I've been there. That, like, China, Eastern Europe, Southeast Asia, I don't know anything about those cultures whatsoever. So I was just like, yo, that's interesting. And there's a lot of countries over there. Greece is part of Eastern Europe. There's Macedonia, Azerbaijan, like Uzbekistan. Like, there's a lot of cultures over there. You know? It's just it's different. It's different. Right. We are humans after all.
Americans, I think we speak loudly. I think there's a lot of similarities too. Sometimes people just assume you can't communicate. It's frustrating.
But then talk to them. That's it.
We often distinguish someone by nationality.
In the U.S., people tend to categorize someone by race. In Japan, people tend to categorize someone by nationality. Well, in the U.S., we categorize people by race because we're ignorant. That's really what it is. Like, we just don't know a lot about culture. Again, if you go to certain places in the United States, you're gonna, like, people will say, "Yo, Mexican is a language," which is crazy. Like, because we're just ignorant in the United States. We don't know a lot. Makes sense. Our school system is not rated high.
Which kind of makes sense as we don't recognize dual nationality yet.
Japanese don't recognize dual nationality.
Might be coming from their race or ethnicity. And she claims both bad and good stereotypes should be diminished.
Racial biases exist naturally. Even in my English school, half Japanese kids are foreign-looking ones who often get assumed that they would speak English fluently. But there are many half Japanese kids who don't speak English at all. It'd be like that. Another example is that white people are supposed to be attractive. Many people in Japan still believe like that. It's crazy. That's a big prejudice in my opinion.
As dating apps more and more common to find a partner in Japan.
Oh, of course, dating apps. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Might be taken advantage of.
Exact. Oh my gosh. This is what happens when you fantasize something. He said, "Don't know the details, don't really care." Yeah, Sunshine. She came out with that Pharisee talk. You hear her? Did you relapse? Like, yo. I swear those members only. No respect. Well, it's all right though. It'd be like that. Summer, how many miles? I have no idea. I'll have to check. I have it all here actually. Hold on. I walked, let me see, 8 miles. 8 miles today. I didn't tell you on live. I know I didn't tell you on live. No, I didn't, Tom. I know I didn't tell you because it's a members thing. I know I didn't tell you on live. I know that. I didn't say it on live. I know I didn't.
だからもう本当になんかそういう感覚とかを
It's not an image to maintain. It's just that I said, listen, if you want to know details, this is it. How would I know? Because you assume that. I'm telling you. Or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how you know. But I know I didn't talk about it. I know I didn't mention it. That just doesn't make sense. It's bad. It's cannibalizing the idea of being a member. I'm telling you, I know I didn't say it. But, someone said this place is the best country in the world now. Bugging. You see, this is the issue. 65,000 steps, that's kind of beast. I don't doubt that I've done that before. So Japan is not it. I was never trying to go over there anyway, but Japan is not it. No, that shirt is too tiny for sure. I know I didn't mention it. I'm telling you, Tom. I know I didn't mention it for sure. I'm telling you that for sure. I promise you, I know I didn't. Like my memory is solid. It wasn't even on shorts. Nope. I promise you. Show me the short. I know it's not there. I know it's not. There's some interesting information going on. There's some interesting stuff going on. But yeah. But we know how it'll be. We know how it'll be. Anyway. No, Sunshine, I didn't. I'm sure I didn't. 100% sure I didn't. Lisbon, a city that everyone's leaving. Crazy. All right. Anyway, well, let's check out what else. I should have looked at one of the recommended videos off this video. Let me go again. What's up, Horks? What's up, man?
As an Old Spice hair rescue worker, we're not just rescuing hair health and hairstyle.
As the US and Japan have.
All right, let's go down here. Why you're an incel? It's crazy. It's so mean. Let's see. The 10 reasons why New York is different from everywhere else. Super multicultural. A lot of reasons. Let's see. Why so many men buy sex in Japan? It's crazy. Because they work a lot. There's no time for dating. No, I would like to hear about the hikikomori. Hold on. I'm trying to find. Oh, a lot of women don't like sexually attractive, and yeah, that's true. I definitely agree, because it's a control thing now. It's a control thing. If you have an attractive dude in your, like, it's a control thing. No big deal. No, I know it's not a big deal, but I'm sure I didn't mention it for sure. I know I didn't. I want to see what this guy has to say. Actually, let me hear what this guy has to say. There's some interesting stuff. He said, let's see what, I want to know the title of the video. How many subscribers does he have? 12,000. Damn. He's doing so well. A lot of women, this is a day ago. This is the title of the video. This dude says a lot of women don't like sexually attractive and confident men. Dead ass. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's actually very true. It's because it's a control thing. This is what, like, you start to realize. It's like when like an American woman, for example, they've been making, especially here in New York, they're making way more money than a lot of men. That's just the long, the tall, the short of it. Dead serious. And because they have a control in their financial lives, they want control in their intimate lives as well. So they don't want some dude that's attractive and whatnot and confident in their, um, that they're talking to, because imagine they're definitely going to feel something for the guy, and then they have that lack of control because the guy is sexually attractive and confident. They feel that they can go and um, go elsewhere at any time. So it's like a lack of control thing. I'm telling you, I want to hear what this guy has to say about it. Let me hear what he has to say.
Is going down. Reporting from Houston. So you read.
It's so hot in there, man. I'm jealous.
A lot of women not like sexually attractive and confident men, and you might be scratching your head as the casual viewer that you are, and you might be saying to yourself, "Well, damn, isn't that what all of these manosphere channels talk about? Hell, isn't that what I talk about? Isn't that what Tarek talks about?"
Yes,
As a
sir.
matter of fact, before I even start, this is Tarek Talks. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. So let's get into why a lot of these young ladies, especially the kind of narcissistic types, don't like when a dude is sexually attractive and he's confident. And this is the main crux of what all of these channels are telling you guys. This is what I tell you guys. Build yourself up.
You know what's smart? Truffle butter.
I'm telling this is what I was saying too. I didn't get to that point though. I didn't get to that level though. But it's really a control. Like women essentially just want control. Like that's really what it is.
Hop in that gym. Get yourself looking get yourself looking like a man solid, and get yourself acting like a man, kind of standing up for what you believe in, kind of sounding off some of your opinions, some of the things that you might find that go against what your boundaries are, and all of this good.
Boom, yo, he's really talking the truth though. He's really saying a lot of powerful stuff. Dead serious. That's really it. I was saying this. Yo, it's crazy. Yo, it's crazy. I'm telling I really agree. I'm telling you, women really just want control. I think a lot in general, I think women want to find they want to have like a, what do you call it? There's a term for it. It's like just in case this guy does this, I'm gonna say this to try to control him. Like I think generally women do that. Men generally don't do that. They don't want to hold like that card, like that special, like not a special thing. It's like that. It's like a leverage, right? Leverage. I think generally women do that with men for sure. Yeah, leverage exactly. Thanks, Works. Good night, Denise. But seriously, thank you for stopping by. I wish you came earlier, but we're all busy. But good night. That's serious. Like I really realized this.
Good stuff. Kind of being confident. And confidence sounds cliche, but guess why it's so cliche? Guess why people keep talking about confidence over and over again?
What's going on?
We all hear about the whole thing about.
We're staying humble for sure. We definitely don't hold leverage against other people because that's like bum tactic. And now you realize. I think I realized something about myself. I don't like those. I don't play like. I think I'm interested in a fair fight. I think I'm interested in fair competition. I don't like to poke people while they're down. I would rather like I lose in the ring rather than winning through like some clandestine means. Dead serious. I really realize that. I think that I don't know. I don't like to use leverages. I feel like that's like bum tactics. It's so corny. It's so corny. It's so corny. A lot of people do that. Fair fight is the way. It's fair. That's why I said secret societies are corny. Like you see this, I think we're now getting into. I think I'm understanding a lot more about what I believe or why I believe what I believe. Because secret societies are corny. That imagine being like a Freemason or like a secret society member. If you think about it, it's like you're not fighting fair. Imagine you're joining a group full of people that already have the information given to you about life established. You don't have to figure anything out. And then you use that information to subjugate others that don't know the information. That's softest. That's one of the lamest tactics ever. That's why Benjamin Franklin, he was smart. But I just screw him because he was part of the Freemasons. Like you're part of a secret society. That's corny, corny, corny. I'm telling you. This is why I'm always interested in I would rather get decimated in a battlefield versus like, oh, I won because I sniped the enemy. That's just not it. That's just not it. Yeah, good night, guys. I'm telling you, I'm really realizing why I think the way I think. Because I just don't like, because it's corny. You gotta fight. You know what I mean?
Saying just have confidence is cliche.
I guess this is what it is.
You know why? Because it works. Because it's a fact. Because it's something that's been proven time and time again.
Listen, sniping is fun. It is in a video game.
Because when you're confident in something, you know that, hey, look, you're not really shaken up by what other people say too much. Now we're all humans, right? I'm not gonna say we're all perfect and we're all these dudes that are just like, oh, I'm so stoic and I'm just a major alpha that doesn't care about what no one thinks. I'm not saying that because we all care to a certain extent. But with a guy that's confident, especially when we're talking about sexual attraction in women, even if a chick does him wrong, or even if a chick is trying to belittle him or act like she's better than him, like how a lot of chicks, a little amount of them, okay, not all of them, but a good amount of them, they try to act like the dude should just be subservient to them. But guys with confidence, even if they get shaken up a little bit, they're going to bounce back. They're going to be like, nah, I'm not with this.
Right. And that's the problem that we have in the United States. Like not like us just won the record of the year. That's cool. That's good though, because we're shouting out somebody that really has so many riches and then he's really going after little girls. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Like this is exactly the problem. The thing is, I'm telling you, like yo, semen retention is really the truth. I'm telling you guys this right now. Semen retention is really the truth. Don't listen to what anybody else has to say. If there's one thing that you should get from this channel, I'm telling you, semen retention is really the truth. Dead serious. Semen retention is really the truth. It'll help you. And what's going on in the United States, I'm telling you, a lot of women are in their masculine and they're not trying to have some man that's attractive and confident. That's really it. I'm telling you, an attractive and confident man that's on semen retention, goes to the gym, deadlifting, eats well, and he can cook and clean. He does his own thing. I'm telling you. No. We got to shoot him. We have to shoot him. Telling you.
You're going to be like, no, I don't agree with that, and you're tripping. Right? As opposed to a guy that really doesn't have confidence, he's going to get rejected a couple of times. He's going to have a couple of bad experiences with women, and he's going to completely just...
What did he say? You meant in short relapse. You mentioned in short relapse and creativity. Relapse. That could be personal or that could be with someone else. I'm telling you, Tom, I know I never mentioned it. I promise you. I said, if anything, I did mention my relapse, but I didn't talk about how it happened, except via members. And then Sunshine, definitely, she came out of nowhere. Wait, didn't this happen? I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's definitely members only content, but it's funny. It's funny that she mentioned it in public. It's crazy.
Not believe in himself. That's the difference. A dude with confidence might get shaken up 1 or 2 times in his life, but he's still gonna bounce back. He's still gonna do what he wants. And the thing about it is, he knows that other women want him, right? He knows that he has options, unlike a lot of other men. Let's be honest. Let's talk about brutal honesty here. A lot of guys just do not have options like that. They just don't have options to pick and choose from like that. And when I say options, I'm not even really talking about a slew of like 20 women and shit.
I like his words. He uses a lot of good words. He uses crux of the situation, slew. These are good words.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about, hey, look, he gets attention where he goes, right?
Boom. I was saying this on the channel. I'm telling you, you guys are not going to hear me, man. You guys are not hearing me, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you this. This is why I talk about this on the channel. Yo, when you leave, if you're doing the right things, I don't know who's listening, but as a dude, seriously, if you're a young guy in your 30s, because we're still young, I'm 33. If you work out, you go to the gym, you brush your teeth. Like I'm telling you, go to the you cook, right? You cook. You can speak another language. You speak multiple languages, and you take care of yourself. Okay, listen. Oh, I'm not working right now. I'm really hounding to get work, but we know how the United States is in regards to giving men work. It's crazy, even though they're certified. We're not. That's a topic for another story. But if you're doing all of these things and somehow you're just not like, imagine like you get treated a certain way in the United States, the problem is not you. I'm telling you, go overseas and integrate in the culture over there. Don't automatically go to date. Try to learn the language, try to learn the culture, try to get some friends, some male friends that are part of that culture. Go to the gym in another country, please. You're going to see people that I'm telling you, they'll have a lot to say about a lot of things. Go meet these guys. This is exactly when I was working for the city, for New York. When I went to the gym over there, I learned a lot about a lot. I learned a lot about a lot. Seriously. You're going to learn and then you start dating. I'm telling you, you're going to do well. I'm telling you. That's just really it. The United States is not it, for sure. Because women don't like, they're becoming more and more financially supreme, and they do not like factors that they cannot control, especially in regards to someone that they're intimate with, that is very attractive and confident. I'm telling you, no, not. That's a problem. The fact that some of us women are actually expecting men to do everything when we do nothing is crazy. That's because we've given you guys this power. I think that, and it's a lot of us about ourselves. There's a lot of things about ourselves that we don't really understand, and so we perpetuate this thing. Hold on, let me plug this in. Sorry. To be fair, my brain is slow. I'll become a member eventually when I get a job. Become a member of the Patreon. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Become a member of the Patreon. I meant to put the link up. Let me see if I can do that. This is a good video, man. All right, let's see what else you got to say.
He gets that sort of attention on a regular basis to the point where he's like, okay, I know what I'm capable of. I'm confident in my skill.
I'm going to tell it like this. I'm telling you. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna tell it like this. Semen retention is great. I'm telling you, it's done so many wonders for me. And I really have stopped myself like during the whole last year from like talking to a lot of women because it's just I needed to concentrate. I needed to focus. But I'm telling you, man, it's just different when you have. I'm telling you, you know you have it, if or not. Let me see. All my brain can focus on is penguins from Happy Feet dancing. I'm too immature. Yeah, you got to grow. You got to get older.
Just like basketball, just like Kobe, just like Michael Jordan. A huge reason why they won all of their games is because they were confident. A huge reason why they were so successful, and there were titans of sports. You know, Kobe, Mike Tyson, Mike Jordan, all of those dudes. A huge reason why they were so good is because they knew it. They're like, I know I'm the shit. And a lot of guys that are extremely attractive, they can kind of come off that way. And the reason why a lot of chicks don't like that is because now he's taking from their shine. Now they see that the tables turn. Because a lot of these chicks, you know, they come in the situation feeling like, oh, I'm the one that needs all the admiration. I'm the one that.
There it is. There it is. There it is. There's I'm telling you right now. I don't know who's still around, but I'm telling you, for a like for a man to be great, it's incredibly hard. Like you have to go through a lot of things. Like we suffer dead ass. Like we really go through a lot of harsh work. Seriously. And like the man that confidence is it's hard to develop confidence. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like I grew up, I was very shy. I thought that things worked a certain way when it came to women or it just came to interpersonal relationships, platonic relationships. But and the thing is, it was only at the end of last year that I realized that we gotta stop. I gotta stop settling for things that are just not conducive to me, conducive to my growth. You know, like dead serious. It's like I just you have to I have to I realize that, and I think a lot of us men we need to realize. I said this in a video. We keep settling for like these bare bone things. Imagine like, okay, I grew up in New York. I got to stay in New York because it's the best city and this and that. And like, no, you are a dude. Try to be the best that you can be. You do not have to stay in the United States. You do not have to stay in New York. They're all of the same mindset. They do not know. A lot of people do not know multiple languages. Dead serious. Especially like I'm telling you, whenever I speak Spanish, like people are asking, "Yo, where are you from? Are you from Panama? Are you from La República Dominicana?" I'm like, "No, I'm from New York. I am Nigerian Caribbean." Okay, why the hell do you know Spanish? Because I wanted to learn the language. You know what I mean? That's a gift. Women are not en masse doing that. Like you're not gonna see like an Americanized Latina gonna go learn Chinese. Why? Because they are very haughty. They're very like egotistical. They feel like they don't need to learn another language. They dead serious. That's just really what it is. I'm telling you, like learn. I'm just as a dude, as a young man. The advice that I could give you is expand, open your world until you can't open it no, anymore. Pause. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Learn another language. Try to learn another culture. Try to make friends from another culture. Travel. If you are from the United States, Western Europe, or Australia and Canada, go to places that are not similar to that culture. Go to Eastern Europe, Southeast Asia, South Africa, not South Africa. South Africa is westernized as hell. Africa, go to South America. I'm telling you, learn, open your world. Stop identifying with the women here. I'm telling you, they're not looking outwards. They're really not. Go to the gym. Try to push yourself physically. Change your diet. Change your diet. Try to do some barbell squats. Everyone, it's good for men to do their arms and chest. It's great shoulders. Develop your upper body. Develop your lower body. I am telling you, leg exercises are the best exercise a man could do. I'm telling you, it builds the most testosterone. Do barbell squats. Squats. You don't need to go heavyweight. Just do the motions. Do some calisthenics. Man, go if you are from I'm telling you, me, like I live in Brooklyn. We went all the way to the Bronx today. I didn't know anyone there. I didn't call anyone. I didn't know anything there. I just went over there and I started talking. We got some Instagrams. I think we got a phone number and some Albanian artists that we could get listen to. Open your world. I'm telling you, stop if you keep identifying yourself with the women that are in the United States, I'm telling you, you are going to keep losing. I'm telling you. Hello, can we have some advice that you learned the hard way in life? To have confidence. I don't know. I guess that build confidence. That's really what it is. Build confidence. I accepted a lot of things in life because I didn't speak up. Seriously, Horks, live your like open up your world. Stop trying to, oh, maybe I'm gonna date. I mean, well, like find date and get your personal experience from the people here, from the women here. But I'm telling you, seriously, open your world. You could learn so much by learning a new language. You could learn so much. Learn a new language, learn a new culture. We've been put Christianity is pushed down our throats. And I'm not saying that Christianity doesn't have any good things, but let's learn about Islam. Let's learn about Buddhism. Let's learn about these other Hinduism. Learn about these other schools of thought so it can open your mind. Do not feel like your culture has supremacy over others because that's just simply not the case. Learn, open your mind, open your world, open your world. Stop identifying with the culture that you were born in. I am telling you, be uncontrollable. That's really what it is.
Has all the options. A lot of these chicks, we hear it in songs, we hear it when they're talking. Oh, I could just replace him, right? You guys know that Beyonce song? I'm pretty sure everyone knows. To the left.
Yes, I'm telling. What's going on, Paula Cotto? What's going on? What's going on, man? How are you? How are you feeling? What's going on? Update.
I can have another you in a minute talking like that. Oh, you know how many guys want me? How many times have you guys heard that shit before? You know how many guys want me? You know how many guys are on my DMs? You know all that childish bullshit.
What's going on? I'm just spitting some truths. I'm like, yo, I don't think as men we understand like how really powerful we are. Like seriously, biologically, just in general.
And it's real vain. It's very vain and self-centered, and that's something that they feel like they should only possess because that's kind of a form of control.
I said this. Didn't I say this? I said it's control. The modern woman only wants control. They don't want love. That's the issue. Us men, I think generally us men have a proclivity towards love. Um, where do you think? What do you say? He said, "¿Qué es dos más dos?" Stop asking me random questions. Yo, where do you think the books of Shakespeare came from? Like that doesn't come from intellectualism. That comes from love. That comes from emotion. Us men feel a lot of emotion. Isaac Newton was super. He was a super. Isn't an intellectual, of course. But where did that come from? It came from a lot of emotion. It came from a lot of love. His love for God created his passion to create calculus, to create the laws of motion. I'm telling you, to even dabble in alchemy. Isaac Newton had a lot of love in this guy. I'm telling you, a lot of emotion. We are interested in love. Leonardo da Vinci, the dude painted, he wasn't even a painter. This guy wasn't even a painter. And he created The Last Supper. He created what is it? Salvador Mundi. Like he created very powerful works in general, a lot of powerful theories because of his emotion. This dude had a lot of emotion. Men feel a lot. I am telling you. It's he said, I saw your gang stalking. What's going on, Average Joe? And saw your live just joined. I'm going through gang stalking overt. Just in 2020, my channel shows the targeting and some videos are obvious, which everyone will. Thank you for looking at the video, man. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm telling you, man, like men we have a lot of emotion. We do. That's where all the inventions come from. It comes from that source. It comes from that transmutation of that energy, that emotion. I am telling you, seriously, we are just on a different level. I'm telling you, the man that can transmute all that energy through sexual discipline, they becomes very, very different. They become different individuals. Seriously.
One of these young ladies, man, when they get with these dudes, they feel like they want want to have that kind of control over them, and the way that they control them is by, I guess, quote unquote, fear. And what the fear is that, oh, all these guys want me, all these dudes are in my DMs and all that BS. All these dudes are after me, and they'll flaunt other men, you know, in front of a guy and just be like, yeah, you see how much I'm wanted, and they'll flaunt their little DMs and stuff. That's how they kind of flaunt their control, I guess, so to speak. Or that's how they control these guys. They control a lot of guys by getting them
Fear mongering, yeah. You're right.
that they're gonna lose her.
You're right.
That's why a lot of these chicks, they've been on game for the longest.
Yeah, it's you gotta keep it in. It's gonna happen. Occasionally it happens with me, like through urination, but I don't feel a loss of energy at all. Like at all. But it's just gonna happen. I don't think you should identify with it too much. You're gonna be good. I don't think it happens to me occasionally. And I don't feel a loss of energy at all. You know? I'm still clear in mind, all that.
All this shit that manosphere channels talk about, like waiting the next day to reply, and don't show her too much interest and act like you don't like her, and have flaunt other females in front of her and make her judge, all that type of stuff. They've been doing that since forever. They've been doing that crap since forever, and they feel like they're obligated. They feel like that's what they do. Like it just comes with the territory of being a bad bee. And then
You see, that's the American woman, though. That's the American woman. You got to transmute that too. It's like a couple dollars falling from your pocket. You're right, but it's not going to be perfect. You got to understand that too, Paul. You're going to be good. Like I've said, like it happens to me occasionally, and I don't feel any loss of energy. So I'm not saying that I'm not saying I'm perfect though, but it's just I think I do very well. Like I don't dwell on sex at all. Like I really don't. I'm just like this. I'm just interested in new things, better things, future things. Samson and Delilah, Wizard is back. What's going on? What's going on? Juan Medina, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué tal? Like, I'm telling you, man, it's these mindsets are really just prevalent here in like Western countries. I'm telling you, it's just. Let me see what the comments say. Only 15? That's crazy. Yeah, it's a great topic. These girls want a dude who's mid or not attractive but has money and is a simp. That's what I'm saying, because it's control. That's what they want. Yeah, Zubair, if you're gonna keep saying that, you're gonna get banned. Like, have a normal conversation, my friend. You keep having like these copy and pasted things. All right, let's see what else. Women love simps. Yeah, we know that because it's control. It's control. That's what it is. It's all about control. He said, "You're not talking to me. Then you're gone. Bye. You going?" Let me see. Yeah, I said this. I'm surprised he has like so many subscribers. This is great. He's doing well because if he's talking about topics like this, then this is great. Obviously. What is your advice on cleansing your brain of lust? Well, you can try your best. All you have to do is, first of all, you're not supposed to be dwelling on these on sex. You're supposed to divert your interest into something else, things of the higher. When you're on semen retention, naturally you are going to have an inclination to think of the higher things. Think about the works of Leonardo da Vinci. You want to read Alexander Dumas. You want to read about Isaac Newton. You want to understand what's going on, like in general. You know what I mean? So you have to just stay on semen retention. You have to stay focused. It's hard, but you have to stay focused. You have to stay focused. Go to the gym. Find a way to beat the body into submission. That's really what it is. And stop procrastinating. That's a really big one too. Let me see what this has to say. Someone says Albania, perhaps the best country in the world. I don't know. I think that's tough. It's big, big shoes to fill for sure.
Arriving in a place and starting to show it off. It's becoming a happy routine. We left behind what was once beautiful Yugoslavia and arrived in Tirana, the capital of Albania.
Interesting.
A place that will surprise more than one for the exuberance of its women and the effervescence of daily life.
Albanian women, I never looked at it like that. I just think it's like an interesting culture. Like it's just an interesting kind of culture. Like I don't know anything about that area. But they are nice. The thing is, Albanian people are very, very kind though, for sure. They're on the level of Ecuadorians, for sure. We're back. Yep, we're here. I'm telling you, I'm gonna really be the master if I learn Albanian. If I learn or a different language, an Eastern European language. If I learn like Georgian or Albanian, I'm really gonna be the master for sure. For sure, I'm really gonna be powerful because that language is hard. All the Eastern European languages are hard as hell, for sure. If I really learn that, I'm telling you, don't bow down. But like, you have to give me some credit for sure, because that means I'm really doing it. I'm really doing it. Nah, we're gonna push it. We're gonna push it. We have to work hard this year. It must not be nice to work early, wake up early for work. No, it's not. So we could stay on as long as we want.
Many Balkan cities and capitals, Tirana is not a city with the soul of a village. For all intents and purposes, it's large and very lively, and by the grace of its residents, it's both comfortable and affectionate.
You see, the thing is too, obviously there's no culture that's perfect. What I've been learning recently in my segue into the Balkans, right, is that there's a lot of carbs in the goddamn Eastern European diet. There's too many carbs. So the restaurant thing is not gonna be my thing. When I go over there, I don't think the restaurant thing is gonna be my thing, for sure. I think that I'm gonna fall in love with a supermarket because I'm gonna cook my own crap. There's no way I'm going to just keep going to the restaurants and then eating carbs. I'm just gonna be cooking my own crap. Dead serious. Dead serious. We gotta look this up. I think there's a lot of things that we gotta learn. A lot of things we gotta learn, for sure. But the carbs are just they're not for me. He said dogs are goated. What's up, man? How are you? I'm telling you, I know I would destroy it in Eastern Europe.
It's covered by a vast blanket of green on all sides.
I just got here. What are we learning? Just everything in general. We're just having a discussion. Where are you from? Because we're just having a discussion about just like men in general from the United States and Western Europe. I think that a lot of us are lowballing ourselves, and then we are devaluing ourselves based on how women act towards us. And I don't think that we need to be doing that. We need to really admire our strengths. Dead serious. We got to really play to our strengths and understand that we're really valuable. Dead serious. I'm from Western U.S. Yeah, you see, I'm from New York. I live in New York right now. I'm in Brooklyn. Like he said, 7 months monk mode. Let's go, Martin Jr. How you feeling? How you feeling? Let us know what's going on. I'm currently 2 months.
It is home to almost 500,000 souls. Fortunately, it is a capital unknown to mass tourism.
Hey, pause. Oh, that's a croissant. Hey, yo.
People is through the prejudice interpretation coming from modern Europe.
Wait, what? What are you saying?
What little is known about the countries and its people is through the prejudice interpretation coming from modern Europe.
That's why you just don't listen to what the Western cultures have to say about places that you are interested in. Do your own research. I'm telling you. Martin, how are you feeling though?
The truth is, that is a real unknown even to the near West.
Dead serious. You're right. You're right. It's definitely unknown. How's New York? Cooked. It's a good place for work because you'll make money. But yeah, it's cooked in terms of interpersonal relationships, intimate relationships, everything. I feel more enthusiasm about life in every aspect. Yep. Have you been feeling more creative? And do you work out at all? Do you have like any calisthenic thing that you do? By the way, guys, this is sparkling water. I don't drink. So good. So good. Sparkling water.
Just a few hours flight from Italy's major cities, it's the ideal place to
It is.
escape from the classic tourist destinations.
That's the thing. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. The thing is, the Eastern European diet is crazy because it's really carb rich. That's the problem. It's got a lot of carbs. So I checked it out. Yo, the in Georgia, the khinkali dumplings, a lot of carbs. The donuts. I don't know why I keep wanting to say that. The dumplings are this big, and it's all carbs. I'm telling you, and juicy meat, sodium rich meat. All you gotta do is, I'm telling you, cook your. When you go to Eastern Europe, okay, you'll have the occasional time where you go to a restaurant, you try these things. Of course, you limit your amount of intake because carbs are definitely poisonous to the body. That stuff converts into sugar, it turns into fat, right? If you're going to Eastern Europe and you're like you're living over there, yo, fall in love with the supermarkets. Cook your own food. I'm more connected to God. Good. I feel more energy with lifting weights or any task that I do. Exactly. Because it's there. It's available. You're not wasting it. You're not throwing it away.
Today's Albanian society is the result of extracting what is desirable from different periods.
Wait, I'm kind of confused. What are we talking about? We're talking about semen retention.
The best of a traditional past, the best of a recent past, and the best of a modern and very pleasant present.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, I guess that's how men are supposed to look, right? I guess. But like the gym though. The gym though. You know? I'm telling you, there's a lot of things we gotta do. There's a lot of things we gotta do. We gotta work on a lot of things. I'm feeling inspired again. You look like a Shaolin monk. Perhaps in mind. I have learned what I've done is I've learned to utilize this. I've changed the systems of my body due to sexual discipline. So there is not a leakage. There is not an escape, right? There is not a leak, like I said. I've learned how to do that. So I am able to have fun in the modern world, not having fun like indulging, because there are rules. There are rules. And you just have to obey the rules. So I've learned how to obey the rules and not have leakage. That's really what it is. And exercising. You gotta deadlift. I'm telling you, if men, we gotta deadlift. I gotta make a video about this. Asanko, what's going on? Welcome back. I think I remember you.
Does not necessarily mean a divorce from the past.
I should be deadlifting tomorrow. Screw it, I'm gonna deadlift tomorrow. Screw it.
The colors and new rhythms are not heard and do not manage to displace the indigenous rhythms. Albania is a country that is underestimated and stigmatized, especially by today's Europe. This is perhaps because it is an unsuitable example. Between the vertigo of the modern and the moderation of the traditional, here people spend time looking for things in the markets.
Interesting. We're learning a lot here. What's your bench PR? Unfortunately, it's like 245. It's not very high. My bench is the weakest out of the 3 exercises. I could do 405. Oh no, crap. I could do 405. What do you call it? 405 for squats, and I could do 425 for a deadlift. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to library. Okay, excellent.
Or simply spending an afternoon in a modern shopping center.
I never deadlifted before. You gotta try it. It's very good for you. I'm telling you.
In any case, Albania would not be what it is without an intense social life. Modern or conservative, old or new, no matter how old these souls are, there is always social bonding and good cheer.
Interesting. Damn, yeah, Asango, I appreciate the gym.
In the nation's capital, security is constant. Dark nights, intense days.
Cause I'm interested in like staying healthy. That's what it is. I want to cultivate my cardio. I want to cultivate my strength. All that.
Everything radiates an atmosphere of security and benevolence. Throughout my life, I have traveled for many hours, traveled countless miles, and listened to countless languages. I have always experienced differences and concordances, rights and wrongs. I have to say that it has been a long time since I felt so much at home in one place.
He said, I think celibacy is the way to go in these crazy times. Of course. We are so deceived in many ways. I'm planning to stay celibate for a long period of time. Let's do it. I'm telling you. Seriously. It rejuvenates you, Martin. That's the idea. And it gives you creativity. It gives you an eye for creativity. Excuse me.
Indians are friendly, par excellence, cordial by any standard. These souls are governed by the Kanun, a set of rules and ethical concepts that they manage to apply to everyday life.
The Kanun? Where is that?
This makes any foreigner feel at home. But to do justice to this subject, I will dedicate a single well-deserved video to it.
The Kanun. You see, we're learning a lot of stuff. What is this? Because
religion serves as a factor of union and coexistence without any fanaticism, as there is no intention to convince anyone. For an Albanian, the concept of God is a private matter, and it only affects two parts, the divine and the person himself. Thank you for making it this far.
That's interesting. That's interesting. We're learning a lot. We're learning a lot. We are learning a lot for sure. How smoking is killing the Balkans. That's the issue, guys. We have to get rid of our preconceived notions about the tradition and how our family, our fathers, our forefathers was smoking, and they lived to this. Yo, things are different now. Smoking is bad for you. Drinking is bad for you. Stop drinking. Stop smoking. Stop vaping. Let's get some healthy habits. If you have an oral fixation, okay, just chew on a toothpick. That's really it. Seriously. Find some way to control your urges. The LA protest is the dumbest thing ever. That's crazy. Let's see, Alicante. I don't know much about Spain. Spain, Alicante in Spain. Oh, Antalya, Turkey. Yeah, you see, I'm telling you, man. We got a lot to do, man. We got a lot to go to. Seriously, because there's a lot of stuff I just don't know. He said, Martin Jr., I'm tired of no sex. Oh, you get used to it. It's just something you get used to it. It is. They're protesting for criminals to not get repercussions. It's crazy. What do you think of marriage? I think in the U.S. marriage is dumb, but I mean, right now, I don't think because there's just too much risk. There's too much at risk for a man. You lose a lot due to like some random inclination of the woman. And especially, I'm telling you, if you are a confident man that is confident in his own abilities, and you marry a woman, like sometimes the woman will just have like an inclination to just divorce you, just to take your light away from you because you're just crestfallen because of the whole situation. It's like you're just sad about the whole thing, so you're just not shining as often. You're not shining anymore. You're not as confident. All that stuff. Stop smoking and drinking. Smoking and drinking is not it. I'm telling you, it's 2025. There's too many pureback studies talking about how bad this is. And you should know it. Like, it's not good for you at all. Denmark. Why Denmark is the happiest country in the world? I don't know. I'll visit, but I don't think that's the spot. Okay. I mean, I don't know anything about Turkey. You see, I just don't know anything about these places. Like, he said, I went to the most hated, most unsafe city in Europe, number 193.
Hey there. I've come to what many would consider to be the most hated city in Europe. They say it's divided.
I don't know where he went. He's not going to tell us. He ain't going to tell us. Oh, yeah, this is Black History Month. I forgot. That's right. Let's see. She went to live in Finland. Yeah. Oh, she wildin'. Did she drop it in the water? Her phones? Oh my gosh. Let me see this again. Oh, she's watching her case. Oh, she got a lot of time on her hands. At least that's something I notice about women. Like they will decorate their spots and everything. Us guys, we're fine with just like having a normal little area as long as we got a bed. She said yeet. No, no. I think she was cleaning her phone case. All right, let's see. Let Gaijin vote. Are you kidding me? Don't let foreigners be able to vote in Japan. Hell no. Why would you want to let foreigners be able to vote in Japan?
Declining birth rate or population shrinks more and more, while foreigners can keep rising and taking many important parts in a society now. More and more cities or companies say Japan.
I really want to know what like the traditional Japanese people think.
Most Japanese
Dead serious about this whole situation because we're just hearing modern people, contemporary people talk about this. Yeah, MJ real. Okay. I don't mind. I don't like who cares? It's like guys, we gotta try to do something for ourselves. We gotta stop talking about the past. Who is this? Why China was the worst and best travel of my life? Ellie from Russia.
Now I am locked in this country. In this video, I will travel to China for the first time.
Nice. Interesting. America's skinniest city? Where is that?
42% of adults across America are obese, which is triple the rate of the city I'm currently in, Boulder, Colorado.
Oh,
America's
Colorado.
skinniest city, which sounds great, but there's a dark side.
There's documentaries on all kinds of awful people who started this.
People seem more smug into themselves.
I have a New York dog. I want to expose what the reality is because it's not reality.
But before we
Interesting. The ugly truth about being shredded.
When you commit to a diet so hard and so long that the smell of dog food and dog makes you hungry, you know you're on line with serious levels of commitment.
Your body is sending you these messages to eat so that you survive. It takes over your life.
You need to know all this shit, man. Life ain't good.
Interesting. That's why you don't go to you gotta be able learn how to let go a little bit. That's really it. You can't be too strict. Silly. All right. It's some interesting stuff. We had fun. I think that we learned a lot today. I'm going to be completely honest. I think we learned a lot today. We learned a lot. Lithuania. Oh, you see, that's something else. I didn't even talk about Lithuania. What's this about?
Continuamos nuestra exploración de Europa del Este adentrándonos en los países bálticos. Nuestra primera parada es la pequeña Lituania. Aunque la mayoría de los viajeros suele dirigirse directamente a Vilna, nosotros optamos por descubrir la segunda ciudad.
Yeah, Lithuania. We don't know anything about that. Yeah. Anyway, guys, we had fun. It was great while it lasted. I'm probably going to watch some more videos so I could listen to it with the volume up and do whatever I want. Guys, don't let this place get you down. I hope that we all learned something here today. That you don't need to necessarily be defined by the cultures that you were born in. You could be whoever you want to be, seriously. And if you've done the self-work and you're not getting the results that you desire, chances are you're not the problem. So go somewhere else. That's really what I could tell you. You know what I mean? Cultivate yourself. And get inspired. Find a way to get inspired in life. Get inspired. Please, get inspired. Anyway, guys, stay radiant. I'm going to see you guys in the next live stream. Thanks for joining me today. We had a lot of fun. And let's go. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep doing this. Peace. Actually, let me use the bathroom real fast. I'll come right back. All right, we gone. Peace. I should have just cut it off before, but it's all right. Stay radiant, guys. I'm gonna see you guys in the next live stream. Peace.